people here will have read a lot of the Gospels and understand, but spend a lot of our lives trying to understand
Yes.
our pathway
Yep.
to God. How can we judge what's been revised in there and what hasn't? Like you said, you didn't say those words. It's very confusing for us to know.
It is.
Some of those passages.
One of the things that the 14 will be doing is actually basically going through and correcting the errors that in these written words. And it's not only the Bible, it's also other holy books as well that have been revised in a similar manner. And what we'll be doing is correcting them and getting the actual things that actually occurred and placing those in historical documents. The original will be available for you so that you can compare that with what actually did occur. So that will all be occurring. But as you're reading, if you're reading the Bible now, for example, in the Gospel accounts, ask yourself the questions about what you already know about God, and would that have happened knowing what you already know about God? So you already know that God's never a punishing God. So every single thing that you read in the Bible that seems to indicate that God's a punishing God, is it the truth? And obviously it can't be. It must have been put there by somebody who wants God to be a punishing God. Ask yourself, what principles of love does this particular thing teach me? Is there a principle of love in there? Or is it seeming like there's a principle of vengeance in there? Now, if it's vengeance, do you think God needs to take vengeance on anything? Like, if you made a perfect universe with perfect laws, do you then need to go to punish anybody? Of course you don't. Right? So, obviously, God doesn't need to do all of those things. So if there's a scripture in the Bible you're reading and all of a sudden it looks like God's going to punish the wicked, then obviously that can't be something that's actually true. The truth is that the wicked punish themselves through their actions that they take that are in disharmony with love. That's how it really happens. But so allow yourself to read them, but with that viewpoint coming from truth and from love. Ask yourself every time, would a God of love do this? Is this principle showing me a God of love or a God of vengeance? So ask yourself those things.